Hi, Peter. How are you? All right. Thank you very much. The written rationale here describing your creative process, I think it's really good. It really tells me a lot about what you're learning and what you're retaining, and the learning process is reflected quite well in your writing. So I was really pleased with the writing. Thank you so much for including that. I've got your magazine ad and your banner ad up here, and I want to address both. Let me get rid of that first. Sorry, that was from the previous student. So I want to address both, but let's start with your magazine ad. Okay, the magazine ad is structurally very sound. Page mechanics are solid. There's a couple of spatial relationship issues I think that we can address quite successfully. I think right now, I think there's a lot of negative space, and I think we can use it more effectively. Right now, the headline doesn't come till about a third of the way down the page. And I think that we can utilize the margins a little bit more effectively. Right now, also, I think the left margin is really super wide. So my recommendations for a magazine ad are this: take the headline, something like this, start it right away. We got to move it up and maybe make it a little bit larger. Okay, so watch my cursor, something like that for the headline. Okay, and then left align, also increase the size of that. I think the headline is too small in comparison to the subhead is too small in comparison to the headline. So I'd increase this by just a point or two comparatively. So when you increase this, I would also increase this. So we've got headline, okay, left align subhead, right? Then some here, like you're using the O for alignment. That's great. Find something, a letter to align from your headline to align the body copy. That's fantastic. That's great. Okay. So this whole thing right here would just be increased and moved up. This headline and subhead. It might force you to move the body copy up a little bit. Now, this is going to sound unusual, but I want you to try this. Take this masked image and increase the size. I think that again, in terms of spatial relationship, I think that this is a little ambiguous. I think these guys are a little small for the size, the page, or the size of the page. I would increase, not much at all, but increase these a little bit, the family. You could also consider moving her and the baby a little closer to the man and the girl and closing that space down a little bit. Okay, at that point, like I said, you'll get that left margin. And we can move the address over a little bit. I think right now it's kind of a little bit too far to the right. So that's going to really improve some balance issues. I don't say this often because I think students always present logos too large, but I think this could be increased a little bit, the size of the logo. Okay, that covers the magazine ad. Let's jump to the banner. I think the banner is good. I think it's a great start. I would include, let me see something here. All kids under 12 stay free. That's fine. Okay. Right now, we don't have any contrast at all in the headline. So I would recommend that we set that in that purple. Set that in the purple. And then also, what I would recommend is we move this up, okay? Here's what I would do. I would say an escape for the family, okay? Reduce that size. It's too big. So about something like that. Escape for the family, okay? Then what I would do is I would move this up a little bit, right about here or so, and set that in purple, fade it in, fade it out, just like what you have. I think it's going to look cool with that blue over the water. It's almost going to disappear. It's going to be very cool. So again, in summary, headline, reduce the size of the headline, change that to purple, move this up, align it with something in the headline, the left side of one of the letters, and animate that in right there. Logo, pull it away from that margin, it's right on top of the margin, bring it out a little bit, something like that. Okay, and then we want the location in here somewhere, not the entire contact information, right here somewhere maybe, located in beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands. And that's it. The simplicity is going to be the success. Definitely, and that's for sure. So definitely want to address some of those issues. One other thing is the horizon right now isn't level, right? And that creates some uncomfortable visual tension. One of the things you can do with that image is go into the straighten tool, which is nested within the cropping tools in Photoshop. It's a great tool. Anytime you have a chance, anytime you're working with an image, you want to make sure that the horizon line is perfectly level. Otherwise, subconsciously, it creates an uncomfortable situation for the viewer. They may not even be aware of it, but right now, this is not level. It's not bad at all, not at all. If you want to really improve this, you go in and the original image, use the straighten tool nested within the cropping tool. Just do a quick Google search. How do I straighten an image using a straighten tool in Photoshop? And it'll take you to several tutorials. It's really easy to do. It's a great tool too. So, all right. So fantastic. All right. Those are my recommendations. I'd like to see those changes made for our final submission of the campaign, which is due, I believe, next week. Coming up real soon here. So, all right, those are my recommendations. If you have any questions, Peter, let me know. But really, really great job. So let me know if I can clarify anything at all. All right, thank you very much.